differences. When we make the effort, we create a more inclusive world. Thanks for watching. Let's continue to spread awareness.
Why did you hurt them? Insane. Get out of here. Give it to me.
This is me. Let's talk about my abilities.
Hello everyone, hi, my name is Tobiloba Adedara and I welcome you to Able Voice Talk Time, another edition. Yeah, today we'll be talking about how to effectively communicate with persons with hearing impairment. Yeah, how to communicate with the deaf in short. Okay, I would like to ask you, what is communication? What do you understand by communication? What do we mean when we say communicate, to communicate, As people, we say communication happens between two or more individuals, right? And this communication happens among people with hearing impairment. Yes, it happens. So communication is more than just words. It is more than just speaking. Communication is about connection, understanding, and respect. It is more than just speaking, just talking. It is about understanding the individual you are talking to, respecting them in their own way. And as we all know, communication fosters inclusion. Yes, you can't include someone you don't communicate with. So it fosters inclusion and connection. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you 4 strategies and tips to communicate with persons with hearing impairment. Number 1, understand their communication needs. Hearing impaired individuals communicate in diverse ways. Some rely on sign language, while others use lip reading, writing, assistive devices, and so on. The first step is to identify what works best for the person you are speaking with. Number 2, aid communication through awareness. Face the person you are communicating with directly. Maintain that eye contact. Don't just turn your head while you are talking to the person. Don't move away while you are talking to the person. Maintain that focus. Let the person look at you. By so doing, you've aided the communication process. You should also speak naturally and clearly. Do not shout. Just articulate words in moderate way. Don't, because the person can't hear you, then you shout the person's name. Maybe you're trying to call the person, you just shout, Ade, Ule. No. Don't do that. The person is looking at you already. You've maintained that eye contact, so you don't need to shout anymore. You don't need to shout. No, you don't need that. Just keep that moderate pace when you are talking to the person. Another tips of aiding communication through awareness is gesticulate. Use gestures, use facial expression. You are trying to tell the person about an incident that occurred. Maybe the incident is kind of funny. You are trying to crack jokes, right? You are trying to tell the person a funny incident. You also need to smile, laugh while saying those things. You can't be saying funny things and frown. No. Smile when you need to. Laugh when you need to. Another tip is ensure good lighting. Make sure there's good lighting. Whenever you are communicating with persons with hearing impairment, make sure there is enough light for the person to see you. Right? Don't communicate with them in dark. They depend solely on what they can see. So if you are trying to sign, or some of them are good at lip reading, they need to see the speaker. They need to see you, right? So don't communicate with them in dark. Reduce background noise. So this enhances focus and clarity during communication. You, the speaker, will be focused while speaking and you won't get distracted. And note this, if you are not distracted, you won't be distracted too. Let's say I'm communicating with a person with hearing impairment now, using sign language, and something caught my attention. I have to turn my head. The moment I turn my head, what will happen? The person too will turn. What distracted me has also distracted the person. So make sure there is no noise at all. Make sure there is no noise. So this helps us to avoid distraction while communicating with them. The third one is creating supportive environment. It may be at home or in school. Make sure there is supportive environment. How do you ensure there is supportive environment? By encouraging visual storytelling, checking for understanding, including them in conversation, and be patient. Whatever they see, they learn it better and faster. So encourage visual storytelling and checking for understanding. Yeah, it's very important. Checking for understanding, very, very important. While communicating with them, make sure they understand every bit of what you are telling them. Ask gentle questions. If you understand, are you with me? Are you following? So these questions help you know whether they are following or not. Include them. Yeah, make sure they are included. Don't segregate them from others. If you're asking general questions, maybe in the classroom or at home, make sure you ask them too. Let them contribute their part to it. So don't just segregate them, don't abandon them, don't leave them alone. They are also part of the family, they are also part of the students. But the next one is be patient. Yes, allow time for processing and responses without rushing. Don't rush them. Be patient with them. So the fourth one we'll be looking at, which is the last one, is basic sign language. So as a teacher, as a parent of individual with hearing impairment, or as a friend, as family, as community member, if you have any hearing impaired individual in your community, this will also help. Make sure you learn basic sign language. It's not compulsory you know all the signs in the world. Simple sign language like good morning, how are you, hello, hi, what is your name? Even if you just sign to the person name, the person will understand. So you just see this joy. You see the joy in him or her. Oh, finally I can finally see someone that understands my language, right? So learn this basic sign language. So learning this language is a great step towards inclusion. You know, we have been pushing inclusion. This is when you should take that action. Learn sign language for you to be able to communicate with people with hearing impairment in your environment. So this will help a lot. If we make them feel among, it will make you to feel among, right? So I believe with these tips and strategy, you've learned one or two things to be able to communicate effectively with people with hearing impairment. So effective communication is not just about talking. No, it is about listening, adapting, and respecting differences. When we make the effort, it creates a more inclusive world. Thanks for watching. Let's continue to spread awareness and make communication easier for everyone. Bye.